sure everybody's asking about this. I even feel like a little hacky asking you, but I need to know because I'm curious. You know what I mean? There's got to be like an ideal situation.
What does?
For the White House. Like, what would be the dream?
I'm gonna put on, obviously, the card that people expect to be at the White House. Okay. That's what I'm going to put together.
So it's going to be packed.
Trump versus Biden.
It's always about the fans. What do the fans want to see and what would get everybody excited? But yeah, I mean, the fighters are literally going to walk from the Oval Office.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if you're a fighter, yeah, they're going to walk from the Oval Office.
Why don't they pass a couple executive orders?
They will walk from the Oval Office. So when I took my team out there to pitch the president, so I was telling my team, there's this right off the Oval Office. The assistants, there's where the assistants sit, and then there's the big conference room.
Dude, the Oval Office is a sacred place. Clinton got his dick sucked there, dude.
Was it the Oval?
Sacred place.
Was it the Oval?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not in that office. That's a different one.
Yeah, okay.
So there's an office. When you first walk into the Oval Office, the assistants sit there. You get into the Oval, and then once you go down, there's another hallway there on the left-hand side. That's that office. And then there's the presidents have another office back there. So I was telling my team, I said, and this is one of the million things I love about Trump, but I said, this is probably going to be in the conference room, but I'll make sure you guys get to see the Oval Office. No. He did it in the Oval Office. The whole presentation was in the Oval Office. It was incredible. And like my team was like geeking out for 2 weeks that they actually had a meeting in
So
the
he's
Oval
stoked
Office.
about it. Now, is he doing this because he loves UFC, or is he doing it because you're like one of his kids almost? This guy is a huge fan of Dana.
We're sitting there one day. He says, if you go to the White House, right, nobody is more proud of the White House than President Trump.
Right.
He tours everybody. He does all these things. He loves it. He said they've
tearing it down?
They've needed. Well, he said they've needed a ballroom for 100 years. Yeah. They've needed a ballroom there. They don't have enough space. And he goes, and some of the stuff that's going on right now needed to be done, but none of these other presidents know how to do it. He's like, this is what I do.
Dude, this is one of those things where it's like, and obviously everything is a whole fucking political story. There'll be somebody even clipping this whole thing, but if there was one issue that you wouldn't think people would care about, it's the guy with a career in real estate doing renovations at the White House.
Right.
If there's one thing that you would just go, yeah, maybe we look at something else. It was the guy who's been renovating buildings for the last 50 years, renovating a building.
Anything he does, they're gonna go after anyway. Did you see the thing with the Osbournes?
Oh yeah,
that they just came out with? Yeah,
that was really sweet.
You guys see this? So the Osbournes are doing like their podcast or whatever it is, and they're like, should we play the message? And it says the Osbournes out President Trump or whatever they were saying, like he did something, terrible. And they play the voicemail, and it's him saying, I'm sorry to hear about Ozzy. He was a good guy, obviously very talented, and says, he called to give his condolences. And then Sharon Osbourne says, this man has never treated me and your father with anything but respect. And she goes, and the crazier part is I'm not American. Never voted, never will vote, don't want to vote. So the guy doesn't need anything from me. And I've been saying this about Trump for 10 years.
Right.
I mean, anytime anything he would call, and he is the best guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. And
do you find it difficult to even say that now because everything around him is so radioactive?
I've been saying it for 10 years.
I know you have.
It's always been that way.
I know that's what your loyalty is, and you strike me as a guy
who... It's not even loyalty. It's like, if somebody was talking shit about him...
Yeah, they'd be right.
Right?
They might be.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
if somebody was talking shit about somebody that you know very well and know exactly who they are, you would go out and you would tell the truth.
100%.
Right? And understand this. When I was doing this, everybody absolutely, positively guaranteed me that he would not win. This guy's never going to be the president of the United States. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
And you're going to put yourself out there. And I said, yeah, because
You got nothing to lose. He's not going to
I
win.
had nothing to lose. I fucking love the guy.
No, I know.
It's legit.
Yeah,
I'm not lying. I'm not trying to get my buddy to become the fucking president of the United States.
Right.
He asked
This
me to
is something
speak.
you care about, yeah.
Everybody told me not to fucking do it. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, fuck that shit.
I'm sure they said the same thing to Tyson. And like Tyson to this day has always defended him.
You ask anybody that's known Trump for a long time, they'll all tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's the truth. And even brilliant move by Kid Rock. Kid Rock calls me and says, hey, I need a favor. I set this Bill Maher Trump dinner up.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm kind of freaking out now. He says, if this thing goes fucking south.
Not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, will you come to this dinner too?
Oh,
and
you were at the dinner?
Yeah. And I said,
Oh, that's crazy.
and I said, yeah, I'll come, but I'll just fucking show up at the White House.
Yeah.
So I call him and I said, hey, Kid Rock wants me to come to this dinner, on Monday with Bill Maher. And he says, yeah, if you want to come. So we go to the dinner. It was incredible to be at this thing. So Bill Maher, one of the things that the president busts my balls about all the time is I don't wear suits.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't wear suits. I go fucking showing up there.
Yeah.
And he's literally bust my balls all day. Even at Mar-a-Lago. When you go to fucking Mar-a-Lago, have any of you been to Mar-a-Lago? You go to Mar-a-Lago, it's like a Tuesday at dinner. People are wearing tuxedos and shit at this place, right? And I fucking show up, in jeans and tennis shoes and
He's
and
like,
t-shirt.
Zelensky, get out of here.
So Bill Maher walks into the Oval Office, and it's me and the president, Bill Maher and Bill's Maher guy. I don't know where Kid Rock was. He was doing something, but he walks in and Bill Maher's shitting himself. He's like, there's no way I wasn't wearing a suit to this thing. And he looks at me and he goes, that's definitely from the Zelensky collection. So when he said that, and he's like, I need a drink. And anytime you need a drink, the president will get you a Coke, And he's like, no, I need something harder than a Coke. So he starts drinking and he brings in this list of all the things the president has called him over the last 30 years.
Wow.
And I said, this is awesome. And I had them, I literally had them both sign it. And I have it, and they both signed it, and it hangs in the front. When you come up the elevators of the UFC to the executive offices, it hangs on the wall.
I heard Bill tell this story. I thought that he kept it. You have it.
There were two. He brought two copies of it. Yeah, he brought two copies. Yes.
Yo, Rhode Island. My bad, I missed you guys last time, but we're coming back, okay? We're coming back. Providence, Rhode Island, March 28th. This is the only show that I have on schedule right now. Providence Performing Arts Center. Great comedy festival they got going on out there. I'll be honest, this might be their first year. I'm not exactly sure, but we're going to be there. We'll see you out there. March 28th, theandrewschultz.com for tickets. Peace.
Also, guys, tour dates, there's only one I care about right now. This is a literal dream come true. Radio fucking City Music Hall. Thank everybody who watched this podcast. Thank all of y'all. I love you guys. April 18th.
We're pulling up.
Sell that shit out. Let's go.
Pull it up.
I promise you it's going to be the best show I've ever done. Hopefully the best show you've ever been to. AkaashSingh.com for tickets. Presale is live now. Use the code Akaash. I love y'all. Let's get back to the show.
Live now?
Suck his dick. Now. Let's
Suck
go.
his dick.
Suck his dick.
But for real, light it up. Go get those tickets right now. We're all showing up. April 18th, Radio City Music Hall. Let's do it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Just really quick. I'm going on the road. I'm going to be in Philadelphia, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Is that it? Damn, I thought that, okay, I'm also going to Chicago, Hoboken, and a bunch of other cities. I'll see you guys there. Thanks so much. MarkGagnonLive.com.
I commend Bill for going, by the way.
100%.
I think.
Well, listen to this. So then, he goes in. We sit down for dinner, and they're going back and forth, on policies and what they agree with, what they don't agree with. We go through the whole dinner, and then after dinner, Trump gives Bill Maher a full tour of the White House.
Wow.
Incredible tour. Now think about how long this guy's been supporting Democrats, whatever. Nobody's ever invited him out and toured him the White House.
Yeah.
Ever.
Right.
Yeah.
President Trump did. And again, to Bill's credit, he went on his air and said, well, I can tell you this. The guy I've hated for 30 years, was not present at this dinner. And, he told the truth.
But that is the case whenever you meet people in person, right?
Yeah.
You get like a 3-dimensional view of who that person is as a human being. And I think that's the tricky thing when that is the scary thing for people when they're individuals that are platformed. Like even Trump coming on the pod, or even Bernie coming on the pod, whoever comes on our pod, it's scary when you see someone that you don't like look friendly and nice.
It's terrifying.
And as an actual human
challenges
being.
all my thoughts. And
Exactly. It's like,
perceptions,
well,
and I
I was supposed to hate this person,
Yeah.
and then it turns out that like they're kind of a good dad. I don't want to hate someone who's a kind of a good dad. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's that visceral reaction where you start going like, I need to hold on to my view of this person that I hate, and I will fight tooth and nail to do it.
Right.
Because people know him politically, and
Right.
people can agree or disagree because that's politics.
100%.
But then you know him personally.
You're dead on.
What do people misunderstand about him as a person? That when you see him talking at like a political thing, you go, oh, they're missing this.
Everybody in this room, everybody in this building, everybody in this fucking city, if I took you to dinner with Trump and we had dinner for an hour, you would laugh your fucking ass off for 45 minutes. And then when we got up and left dinner, you guys would walk outside and go, holy shit, that was awesome. And I love this guy. This guy's hilarious.
We did the. Did you see? Can you see if you can get that clip up of him? This is the funniest shit. Where the guy who runs Syria came to the White House. He had him in the Oval Office. This guy.
Is it the, how many wives do you have in the cologne?
In the cologne? Okay. So this guy used to be like
So
on
the
a.
one that came out today said, where are all my gays for Trumps? And the guy goes, woo! And he goes, you don't look gay.
Hold on, play this clip.
Yeah. This is it. No. It's the best fragrance. Come here, man. Okay.
Go back on a
So what
deck
we'll
is-
do
it's-
is just take that, Joe, put it in, and then the other one is for your wife. How many wives? Their wife.
With you guys, I never know. With you guys, I never.
But it is a.
So funny.
But it is like it just neutralizes the room, right? Like he's in it. There's gonna be this like stick up. This guy was probably, I think, on like a terror watch list or something at one point, right? The guy was running Syria. I think he was part of.
Something like that.
It was something like that. Now he's running the country, so
Allegedly.
you're gonna have to have a meeting with this person who's running a fucking country, right? And I'm spraying you down with fucking cologne the second you walk in.
So funny.
But you look at his demeanor, like he's serious, and then Trump is spraying him with cologne, and he just starts to break.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of utility in that. Like, wouldn't you rather kind of, I would imagine, like negotiate with someone that you feel like there's some level of rapport?
Yeah.
Look at everything he's got done in the last 8-9 months.
Some people are very upset about that. We've always said there's this thing with Trump where it's just like even the people that don't like him will watch that and then they'll laugh, right? So there is this version where I don't think people want Trump gone. I think they want him to be like, you get to live in the White House and we'll move the White House to another building. And then you get to still be there and you meet with all the dignitaries and everybody and just have the best time.
He's like a king or a queen in England.
Exactly.
Like you're there, you represent, and you're just
Right.
we have fun. This
You
is
don't even have to tell
entertainment.
him he's not president anymore.
He's getting shit done.
No.
He's getting shit done, man.
Have you ever like seen something you did politically and disagreed and then talked to him in person and been like, yo, Donald.
No. So obviously, it's like friends that you'll have or family members. You don't necessarily agree with everything they believe in or agree with or like or whatever it is. But, it's the same with any president, though. I mean, nobody ever agrees 100% with the president of the United States and all their policies and whatever it might be. But I'm an American. And they're the president. It's like the whole time when Biden was president, people were like, he's not my president. I got some bad fucking news for you.
Yeah.
He is your president. If you're an American, this is the president of the United States.
Right.
And it's going to be what it's going to be for the next 4 years. And then we all go out and vote
I
again.
remember that feeling going away around George W. Bush or Barack Obama. People be like, that's not my president. And I'm like old school in that way. I was like, nah, whether you voted for him or not, I don't like a lot of what Trump is doing politically. That is the president. And meeting him, charming, warm, brilliant, like EQ, genius level, unbelievable. I got nothing bad to say about him personally.
So when I was at the inauguration, there were all these these memes that were going around that I was mad dogging because I was sitting right behind all the ex-presidents at the inauguration. And
who are you mad dogging?
Obama. They said I was mad dogging Obama.
You sizing him up?
UFC
White House.
Obama was the only president turned around and said to me, "Hey, Dana, congratulations on all your success."
No way.
I said, "Thank you, Mr. President." I shook his hand, and
Yeah.
he couldn't have been any nicer.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you could tell with Obama that you would immediately like him anytime you got to meet him.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolute charming guy, and speaks well. The whole
A brilliant representation of America. I think that's what, like I was on Rogan recently, we had that conversation. It was one of those things where you felt like, wow, this person is a brilliant representation of America, and you felt very comfortable with how he was viewed.
Yeah.
I think Trump is more polarizing. There are people that love him, and there are people that hate him. Right? And don't get me wrong, Obama was polarizing too, but in terms of like the rest of the world, outside of racist places that were like, wait, how? I think that they were like, oh, wow, this guy is a great representation of the office.
Yeah.
Trump does it in a completely different way.
And Trump's a guy that can roll into any country and get a deal done. And, and the thing about Trump that, I don't know how you can hate it, is he is America first, man. He is.
Yeah. Well, I think you're starting to see that like both sides of the political aisle want America to be first. It's a very cool thing that is happening in that regard. I think, unfortunately, it comes from a place of people are struggling. And it's like when you're struggling, you're like, I would like us to be the priority, not anybody else. When you're flush, it's like, hey, let's give everybody a little something.
So true.
But when you're struggling,
Yeah. Have you learned anything from him? Like, have you ever seen him operate in a way where you're like, oh, wow, that's a very savvy business move?
Yeah, one of the things that I like about him is, everybody thinks it's the opposite, but it's completely not true. If you look at what they did to that guy leading up to this election and the last one, it's pretty crazy. And when he would talk about draining the swamp in D.C., he hasn't been as, like going after the people that went after him.
yeah.
The way that people said he would and whatever. The first thing he did
Vengeful.
was started meeting with all these people. And again, there are certain situations that I know about personally that, to be honest with you, I don't know if I would have met with some of these guys. I'd have been like, fuck them. Fucking meet with these guys, you know what I mean?
Wow.
And he's not like that. Takes everybody's call, meets with everybody, and
Can you give us one name?
As soon as the podcast's over, I'll tell you guys.
Does it rhyme with Billary?
No, I don't know anything about her or his relationship with her, but I'm assuming that's not good and never will be. But that goes both ways.
Yes.